One of Australia's top sprinters is preparing for what might be his last Paralympics, although I find out it might not be as well. We'll begin, of course, the Paralympics tomorrow in Tokyo. Gold medalist and three-time world champion Scott Reardon and his German-born Paralympic wife Vanessa Lowe are on track to represent Australia together as part of a 179-strong team. I spoke to Scott a short time ago. Scott Reardon, you've done it all. Three-time world champion, Olympic gold and silver. So are you more relaxed at these games as a result, or is there a real hunger because these are going to be your last?
Well, I'm not 100% sure whether these are going to be my last, but yeah, look, it's something pretty special. No one's has been able to defend their title in my classification before, so it'll be really something special to be able to be the first to do that. So yeah, the hunger's been there. To miss the world champs in the process from last world championships until now, so it means it's a 5-year turnaround between major championships for me. So it's actually been really cool to be back on the team and back in this environment again, and yeah, really looking forward to the next week and a bit.
I didn't mean to retire you early. I was reading that this would likely be your last. Are you does it depend on the outcome? What are you weighing up?
Look, I don't know. It's one of those ones that I've just kind of put to the side at the moment. Look, if I come out of this games and I still feel that there's fire in the belly and I still feel like I've got more to give, then I'll keep on going on. Look, 12 months ago, I thought this would be my last Paralympic Games at least, but things have changed and there's been a lot of stuff happening over the last 12 months, as we're fully aware. Yeah, so I just don't want to put a date on it at the moment. And look, I'll go home after the games are finished and have a bit of time off and just really reassess where I'm going to be at and what I want to still achieve. And if that comes to the end of my career, then that'll be that. But then, yeah, if I still feel like there's something there, I'll keep on going.
No, fair enough. And don't take my word on it. Keep going if you want to. Just on the big gap in competition, how do you get back up to competition ready in that sort of gap?
I think you just have to build a lot of confidence. I think we're probably lucky in Australia where we were able to go to Cairns, or Gold Coast and Cairns, and have really good preparation. Had a few races in that process as well. And for me, I missed a lot of racing over the last few years. So actually to get back and just start to feel that again and just actually stepping back into the village here, it gets the excitement going. And at the end of the day, this is what I do best. When it comes to big meets and on the day when you need to run fast, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing in the world in the lead up to this. I know 100% that I can run fast when it matters, and regardless of there being a long time between events. And the good thing with COVID is it kind of negated the advantage that anybody would have had because of World Champs 2019, and now everyone else has had a long break as well, which is not normal for them. Like for Australians, we don't have Com Games in the Paralympic world unless you've got a selected event. So we always have 2 years off in between major championships. So I'll definitely use my experience in missing championships just because we don't have them to my advantage and make sure I go out there and run fast when it matters.
Is there a bit more mystery around sort of how everyone's going? Perhaps your competitors don't know some of your times, or you're not sure how some of them are running?
Look, I can guarantee that everyone's going to be running fast. It was just natural in the right time. And obviously we've probably had a little bit more preparation than what most people would normally have had in this lead up because of that extra year. So look, I'm no doubt that everybody will be there running fast. And I'm probably the biggest unknown out of all of them, to be totally fair. And at the times that I've been running are probably really just a sign of me just building, and I don't think people will truly understand. If they have seen any of my results come up on the world rankings, they probably think that I'm out of form, but we're coming into form at the right time. And Irina, as per always, my coach, she gets me up at the right times and makes sure that we run fast when it matters. And that's in 7 days time, I think the final is. So yeah, we'll be ready to go.
You've said before losing your leg in that tractor accident when you were 12 was a blessing in disguise because otherwise you might not have represented Australia. But are you selling yourself short? I mean, you run nearly 12 seconds anyway with one leg. I mean, maybe you're selling yourself a bit short there. What do you reckon?
Well, selling myself a bit short. If you actually see me, I am a bit short, so it's probably the reason. Look, I see what the reality is. Look, I would have gave anything that I put my mind to the best opportunity and the best chance that would have been to be successful at whatever I did, regardless of losing my leg. But I've really loved what becoming an amputee has given me. My life is pretty amazing now, and some of the things I've been able to do over the years is something pretty special. I think in the past, people with disabilities were kind of seen as, well, not second-class citizens, but not given the opportunities that we probably rightfully deserve. And I think that going through what I'm doing and being able to achieve what I am, I still think it's the biggest opportunity I've ever been given. And I really hope that these games can show people the positivity in the face of adversity that we have, and show that people with disabilities aren't just a burden on the community, but they actually have a lot of value to give. And we are incredible humans, and people hopefully after this game will see past the physical side and the physical limitations, actually see the person inside and what we can actually contribute to the world.
I'm sure they'll be seeing that and a lot more. We look forward to seeing you in action, Scott, and thanks for your time. All the best for the Paralympics this year.
Yes, thank you very much. We'll give it a pretty up go.